Hello, how is everyone doing out there in the real world? Not really the real world, the fake real world, because nobody can really get out in the real world right now anyway.
I always love when people say, "Oh, you should see this in real life." Like,
yeah,
what am I looking at? Fake life?
that's right, exactly. And you can't right now. Right now, there is no real life.
There's no
It's,
real
it's,
life.
it's,
Real life
it's
does
all
not exist.
not right
Real
now
life
anyway.
has been postponed till later.
That's right.
But I will tell you, in real life,
Yes,
we have real friends, and they have
yes, we do.
decided to join us today. We have
Nice,
Alfredo is out in the audience.
Alfredo.
Hello. Jolyn, our
Join.
newest Tinker
That's right.
Network member. Welcome to the club.
Yay! Thank you so much. Appreciate you,
Richard
Richard.
Clarkson has joined us. Andrew,
Andrew, who is our oldest.
Now, no age discrimination. Oh, you mean the longest member,
Oh,
right?
longest.
Been
Yeah,
the
longest. That's what I meant. Yeah. Yes, I
That's what you
did.
meant.
No.
Phil is in
Phil,
the house.
awesome. What's up, dude? How are you, sir?
This is what Jolyn calls it. The virtual world is doing
That's right.
good. And,
That's true.
and not only
Look.
is she backstage, she's front stage.
Love it. Love it.
I beg to
This is a
differ.
very,
This is
that's right.
very real. Exactly.
That's a good point.
And
Good. She has a
Dad for
point.
calling him the oldest right there.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Hey, give us a thumbs up if you like us. Anyway, even if you don't like us, give us a thumbs up.
Give us a thumbs up for our guest. If you don't know who
That's
it
right.
is, you
Yay.
are for a treat.
Yeah, without further ado, we need to do this. All right, Ileane Smith, please come on and say hello to everyone. Say hello.
Hey.
Oh my
You have
gosh.
never met Ileane and you've never
Lord.
seen her awesome videos. As soon as this is over, you need to check out her Twitch. You need to check out her YouTube. She is the most helpful person when it comes to live streaming, podcasting. I mean, Ileane has it all. So check out Ileane. Ileane?
Cousin Russ, thank you so much. There's Cousin Russ. I forgot to tell you about that, but I get that. Thank you, Cousin Russ. Appreciate you. Look at there. You're awesome. What a great guy. And I'm going to add to that because when I first saw you, I saw you when we were all on Google Plus. That's how I first even came in contact or saw you or whatever. And I was so intrigued because I love the way you teach about a lot of different things. That to me, you know, people say, Michael, how do you find time to do all this kind of stuff? But you know so many different things. I'm like, oh my God. So that's why I love watching you too. And I learn something every time too, even if it's stuff that I already know. So, all right, now you tell everybody about what you do, what you are, and all that kind of stuff. So talk.
Oh, thank you so much. And I'm so glad you mentioned the Google Plus because I want to tell you guys a quick story about my first time being on live stream.
Oh, please tell us.
Back in, I want to say it was 2012. You used to have to get an invitation to be able to go live on Google Plus. And I was lucky to have a good friend of mine, Chris Lang.
Oh, wow.
And he said, we're going to get together. And back at that time, I was really into blogging. And so we were going to talk about Google Analytics and all that stuff. And in fact, I was on Ronnie Benser's first show, and he didn't know what he was. But anyway,
awesome. That's awesome. Okay.
This is the funny part about this particular thing. So he said, we're going to talk about Google Analytics, and we're going to have this really good show. So I said, well, I would like to know how you set up goals in Google Analytics. But evidently, Chris didn't understand it that way. And when he promoted the show, he said, Ileane Smith is going to talk about how to set up goals in Google Analytics. I'm like, yeah.
What?
So not only was it my first time, I also had to learn something that I would be good enough that I could teach it.
Wow.
Well, that explains a whole lot.
Yeah, but I had a few hours. It wasn't like,
oh my, still
No,
that kind of puts you on the spot though, right? I mean,
I know that explains why you're so good on the fly. I mean, like anybody can ask you a question. You're like, that is a good question. 1 second, and I will look that up.
but you know what? And I want to give you some more kudos here because this is something Gord Eisman was doing a show and he had you on as a guest. And that was a disaster kind of flop and all that kind of stuff. And I happened to be in the audience and I went over there and I said to you, I said, Ileane, if Gord needs help with this, because it was all about OBS and all that stuff, and you don't do OBS. And I said, just get us in contact. And you were kind enough to do that. You actually did that. And we actually did some really good video. Actually, we did a video together that is probably the highest volume on his channel talking about Zoom.
Yep.
And but see, I love that. I love that you give as well. You know what I'm saying? It's not just that. Oh, look at there.
Oh, my buddy Fraser Ramsey here. Thank you so much.
Awesome.
I was talking about you earlier, Fraser, but only Heather and Michael know what I said.
That's right.
That's right. No, not mentioning any names. All right.
Right.
All right. So let's jump through this. I love this message. Jill
that is awesome.
Google
Yes.
Plus.
Me too.
I agree. Diane has joined us.
Hey, Diane.
Hello, dear
Dear
Mark.
Mark.
We got Lola.
Greetings, everyone.
Right.
We have Alfredo saying, R.I.P.
Amen. Amen.
Yeah.
Let's all just take a moment of silence.
Yeah.
We're over it. All right. And Mark says hello. Welcome, Mark.
Hey, Mark.
And Rich joining us over on Twitch. And I really do. We got to put that one up again. All right.
I love that. I love that.
Hey, Miss Ileane from Richard.
Okay.
One thing I do every show. Where are you from? Everybody that's out there, if you're in the comments, put where you're from. Tell us what city, state, country, whatever.
Every time we do this, can I change where I'm from?
Yes.
I need a minute to think about where I'm from today.
Yeah,
okay.
But Heather, I don't need to know whether you're in the living room or whether you're in the kitchen. I don't need to know that.
No, I'm going to choose a place on the planet. I promise.
Andrew's got a great cheer going for me over there.
Oh yeah, you gotta love that.
Ileane, you lean. We all lean on Ileane.
Exactly.
We all love Ileane. We all love Ileane. That's for sure.
Google Glass Explorer and Plus was amazing. Exactly.
Mm-hmm. And so I'm glad you put up Alfredo's comment because before he leaves, I know he has to go to work. Alfredo is the one who's in a private group we have over on Facebook. He posted, and I just so happened to run across the post the other day where he said, oh, we should go and check out Twitch. So he's the one who inspired me to go over there on Twitch.
Awesome.
So cool.
Awesome.
That's so cool.
Yep.
All right, we got Lottery of Life out there. That's cool. Glad you made
Awesome.
it.
Fantastic. Yes, absolutely. I love seeing some new faces out there. That's awesome.
Again.
Yeah.
And he's from she's
Florida.
from Florida. He
there you
or
go.
she is from Florida. And Mark, Huntington Beach, California. Diane,
there you go.
The Ohio State.
That's what they always do. You might as well.
Canada, exactly. Hilton Head Island, South Carolina.
I love it. Yep, 3 hours away from me. That's incredible.
Recently locked down Idaho. All right, I'm gonna get the key. I will let you out, Phil. I will let you out. Greer, South Carolina. That's where
you are not Richard.
Today. Hey, we all get to choose. Monrovia, California. How about that? All right.
Yeah.
Gardena, California.
Gardenia.
To Mother Earth. Which is it?
Gardenia. He doesn't have the tilde on there. No, I'm just kidding. It's the Spanish speaking in me.
Whipping out your Spanish on us.
That's right. That's right. There you go. Best 800 million.
The best 800 million Jeff Bezos ever spent. Yeah.
Yes. Without further ado, let's get right to it. That's a good segue.
Right.
Let's get right into Twitch and YouTube. Talk about YouTube, Twitch and YouTube.
Okay, so first, you guys got to know that my all-time favorite platform. Not him, me.
I'm sorry. Yeah, it was me.
Yeah, he's going to do that a few times.
I will. I promise.
My all-time favorite platform is YouTube. I got to be honest with you. YouTube has the most sophisticated infrastructure when it comes to watching video. Okay.
Nice.
And that's why I love YouTube so much. Now, the fact that they also have live streaming, that's another bonus because after video, live streaming is another thing that I absolutely love to do. And so not too long after I started doing the live streaming on Google Plus, and then that also really melded and became part of YouTube anyway. And then, as I mentioned, Alfredo encouraged all of us really back in 2016, but I think I'm the only one that really went after it. And that was in 2016 to go on Twitch. Now, I didn't do much over there in the beginning. Really, Twitch was back in 2016. It was strictly gamers. Like if you weren't a gamer, you could just forget it. And it was around 2018 that Twitch, I think that they were doing a lot of getting a lot of feedback from, you know, the folks on Twitch. And one of the things that they were saying is that, look, it has to extend beyond just gaming. Can't just be just a gaming platform, because there's other like artisans like Heather that come on there and do her art. There's our friend Tim Longwell will come on and do his art. And, you know, like the Bob Ross channel right now is one of the most popular channels.
Yes, very much.
And, you know, and then there's all the tech geeks and the podcasters that realize that it's good to record a live show as you're recording your podcast. And so Twitch started to expand, and they came out and said this, that they wanted to expand. They revamped their categories and they added some categories. For example, they have the just chatting category, which is for, you know, for folks that aren't gaming, but they have a following. They have people that want to talk with them, that want to hang out with them, much like we did on Google Plus. And as well,
I like how they're continuing to grow and expand and change and evolve. Really, that's the word I think I want to use the most. They're evolving almost daily. It seems like every time I get on there, there's a new thing, a new way they're trying to gain action from the viewers, like interaction. That's the word I'm looking for. I think it's so cool.
That's what's appealing to me, that they're really trying to do, because it is a gaming channel. And I think this may be why it's not just a talking head thing.
Yeah.
It's more of involving, like you over there, when you do your shows, you're almost, I mean, a lot of your episodes, you're teaching something. Hey, we're going to learn about such and such, or we're going to do this. And to me, that's very appealing, as opposed to just going over there and watching two people talk.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And I want to give a shout out to Barb. Barb T USA is here, and she's mentioning Melody Lane. That's another person that, you know,
crafter.
Was able to grow her following with crafting and so forth over on Twitch.
Yeah. And Ramsey says from Edinburgh,
Scotland.
Wow.
And Mark said Twitch seems to have the shortest latency, in my honest opinion, which is an interesting point, because like when we're playing the game show, it seems like if you are on Twitch, you get the interaction of the game show a little bit ahead of those who do over on YouTube. So it is kind of funny how that latency comes into play with something like the game show and giving answers and that kind of thing. That's kind of funny. But Mert says, I like the expansion involving interaction.
True.
Yes.
All right.
So for those who aren't familiar with Twitch, let's just start with the real basic. Although it's not just geared toward gaming, even though gaming makes up a big portion of the content over there, but they do have these other categories now. But Twitch is really focused on live streams. Okay. And that's one of the biggest difference between Twitch and YouTube. YouTube is focused on really the pre-recorded videos, but then they also let you live stream, because they realize that live streaming is a great community building tool. They know that even from Google Plus, right? But it's just a different mentality. And then, but if you want to just use YouTube just for live streaming, you can do that on YouTube as well. Okay. Cool. But for Twitch, there is something that they call VOD, which is video on demand, and you can go and watch people's replays. The big difference is they don't stay there forever like YouTube. There's
that's true.
There's
Yeah.
workarounds to that. But let's just keep it basic for now.
And let me ask a quick question on that, because I am not affiliated. Heather is affiliate. You're affiliate, from what I understand. There are differences of some of these abilities and features as well, correct? Am I saying that right?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Especially even with the time frame of how long they will keep your videos.
Oh, okay.
And what I want to let you guys know is anybody who has Amazon Prime, even if you just want to be a watcher on Twitch and not ever go live, go ahead and connect your Amazon Prime to your Twitch Prime. And that is free. I mean, you know, you're paying for Amazon Prime, but the Twitch Prime part will be free. And for those of us who are streaming, just being a Twitch Prime member gives you a longer time span that your videos can stay on the platform.
Oh, that's good to know. I mean, mine is associated with my Prime, so that does work, but I didn't even know that that was a factor. That's amazing.
A little bit longer. And being an affiliate now, here's one thing that I really want to kind of encourage you guys about. Because as we know that what does being, oh, great question. And oh, Heather, you put that up there.
I thought that was just
so
perfect timing, right?
Yes, great segue. Being an affiliate on Twitch compares to being a partner on YouTube. And the folks that have been on YouTube and trying to be monetized knows that a partnership on YouTube requires you to have so many hours and so many subscribers and all that. The barrier is much less on Twitch. Okay. So the barrier to entry on Twitch is that you only need to have followers, which is not the same as subscribers. We'll get to that. We'll get to that in a minute. Okay. You only need to have 75, which is way less than 1,000, right?
Absolutely.
And there's some other, like you have to stream maybe 12 days or 15 days. I can't remember off the top of my head.
I will say that it changes. So it's not even the same as when I became an affiliate. Right. So it's changed in a few months. So you do just need to look at it if you're interested. It's so easy.
It's much easier. Yeah. And you need to have, oh, that's what it is. 75 followers, but you need to have an average of 3 people watching your streams.
At the same time. So you need to have those 3 people in there watching.
And then don't you have to like set a different day, like a video a different day or something too throughout that month?
Yeah, there's like
right. When you stream.
Yeah.
Yes. So,
and it's cool because you get like a check mark saying that you did it, because life is a video game. That's what I've learned from Twitch. But you get like a little check mark when you reach that little achievement, and then that achievement stays with you till the next one. And some things need to spiral up, but for the most part, once you match that or check mark that achievement, then you just move on to the next level. It's kind of cool. And then they give you like little, you made an achievement little badgie award thingies. I'm telling you, life's a video game, y'all.
Yes. And what I love about Twitch is it not only gives perks to us, but it also gives perks to our viewers in chat. You can get perks based on being the person who did subscribe to a channel, or if you subscribe more than 1 month in a row. Or if you are like a top chatter, or you give the person bits.
Yeah.
Bits is the currency of Twitch. So just like you saw Russ give a super chat here earlier, if we were on Twitch, like we were on Heather's Twitch earlier today, and we were giving her bits, which,
believe it or not, bits are a good thing.
Bits are a good thing, because here's the difference. When you give someone a super chat, you're watching their live stream and you decide at that moment when they're live to give them a tip, essentially. But with bits, here's one of our differences that's important. You can go over there now and buy bits and just have them like in your pocket, so that when your friends go live, you can go over there and drop them some bits.
And the other cool thing is, I like the way that the the bits are distributed to the streamer. I like the way that they're distributed to the streamer over the super chats, because a big
absolutely, because if you think about it, the person in the show has to take a cut in a super chat. But when you get, look at there, thank you, dear Myrtle. Bless you. Bless you. That's right. Speaking of super chat. Yes.
That's a great example.
I know. But on Twitch, the money's already, or the whatever, you get discount or whatever, however that works. It works from the person giving the money. So when you give 1,000 bits, they're getting $10 or whatever whatever the translation is. Yeah. It's all the money to the creator. And that's one thing that I love to do personally. It's like you said, giving a tip. I think it's a great term, giving it a tip. I want to create the supporters that I enjoy watching. So I want to give that out to you guys. And that's what I do a lot of times, because I think that's important that we do that.
Let's go to the audience for just a second. Lolan says, good. I really need a review when you started talking about Twitch. And what in the world all this is. Andrew is wondering about the low latency with Twitch. Wonder if it'd be a place for musicians, choirs to practice online. And this came across from Barb. Twitch Sings is just beginning to grow. Watching that closely as that pulls in more musicians and singers, which is an interesting thing there. And then Mert had a question about downloading your VODs, your VODs. Can you download them?
Short answer, yes.
Yes.
Nice. Right. Excellent.
We'll talk a little bit more about some of those features, I think, as we go. Lolan, what does being an affiliate mean in Twitch? I think we talked about that for sure, right?
Andrew Hatchett, thank you. Random.
I was waiting for it to come on so I could put it up there with it. It came across your screen faster than mine. That's fine.
There you go.
All right.
Just
and then
thank you, Andrew. Thank you, Andrew.
Here's a key difference. Notice how when Myrtle gave a super chat, now hers is no longer pinned at the top of chat anymore because the time span went away.
Right.
And Andrew, his will be there longer because he gave more money. But on Twitch, it doesn't work like that. Whoever is the top tipper stays up there. Even when your video is over, they'll still be up at the top. It's like a leaderboard.
Oh, that's kind of cool. Yeah, that's interesting. I like that.
On Twitch.
Yeah. So let's just test this right now. Anybody that wants to throw $100 out there?
Right.
Just kidding. Let's see how long it's. I'm kidding.
So Russ mentions that you can't give bits on Twitch for this particular show, and that would be because you are not an affiliate.
That's correct.
Right?
And I choose, yes. And I will speak to this because I choose not to. And the reason that I choose not to is because for me to have an affiliate on their agreements, because I read through that very carefully, I can't live stream to more than one place. Now, what I can do is I can live stream to Twitch, and with that video afterward, 24 hours, I can upload it to Facebook or YouTube or whatever after that. And that's my choice to not be an affiliate. You can, just because I've reached those levels doesn't mean I have to use those levels. And that's why I don't do that. I love doing this, being able to go to 4 to 5 different platforms. And because of that, I don't want to do it the wrong way. And I understand that they want to get everything on that. And so that's why I do it. Is that still true, Ileane? Is all that still right?
Yes, that's part. When you become an affiliate, you sign that agreement, and you have 24 hours before you can upload that video somewhere else.
So I will never be an affiliate for Twitch. I mean, just because of that, and that's my choice. That's the way I choose.
Wow, you got some good ones rolling in, Michael.
Well, it's just oh, look at there. Oh, look at April. Oh, look how sweet. Thank you so much.
Such great knowledge being shared all the time. I also have to want to go back to her comment that she made earlier. I was waiting for the right time to bring this on. Thank you, April, for that. Hi, Michael, Heather, and Ileane. This show has been long overdue.
I agree with that. I agree with that. But I do, and April, you are an awesome supporter as well. Thank you so much for that. Appreciate that. I really, really do. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I appreciate everybody who came out. I see
Yes.
some of my folks came
I
out.
know. That's
So,
awesome.
thank you guys so
Okay,
much. This is fun.
so
All right.
I had a question. I actually cheated and put my question in there so I could get it on screen. So for those of you who don't know, yes, I am Craft Shack. That is me on YouTube. I would like to know how to find categories on Twitch so that I can watch what I want.
Oh,
'Cause I don't
please,
always want to
please.
watch
Yes.
games. And that's the
Well,
only thing that Twitch ever
honestly,
shows me.
you can do that. The categories actually are on the top of the screen. I actually have to log in, and I'm not on my regular computer, guys. So bear
Okay.
with me a bit while
No,
I
you
go
take your time. That's fine. But
across
you
the
know,
top.
I love. Hold on, while you're doing that, I want to put on some comments here. Net friending with April says, "I even came all the way over here to YouTube just to send you a super chat. She's a Facebook lover."
she is. She
Jolene
is.
says, "It's
For sure.
interesting to see the difference between YouTube and Twitch, and there's a lot of differences.
Yeah.
We've only just
Mhm.
barely scratched the surfaces
Yes, for
of some of the
sure.
fun stuff." And thank
Mhm.
you, Jolene, for mentioning that was an excellent question I asked.
You know, I want before she are you ready now? I
Yeah,
will go.
I'm ready.
Okay, go ahead. Okay, go ahead. Then I'll
I'm
ask
going to
mine.
screen share real quick.
Okay. Yeah, please do. Absolutely.
Just go to
100%.
the Twitch homepage.
There you
Nope.
go.
Go to the Twitch homepage and then scroll down because there's always featured videos at the top of the page.
Okay.
What you'll see, they give you recommended categories.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm logged into a different Twitch account. This isn't even my main Twitch account. And so the one that I usually hang out in is just chatting, but there's also one for podcasting. I think let's see.
Now, are these aren't these aren't categories. These are actually the show or whatever, right?
No.
Or the
Nope, recommended.
Nope, these are the
categories.
categories.
You see the word right there?
So like
got
the
it.
category
And then
that
if I
I'm
wanted
under.
to see, I'm sorry, Heather.
No,
I
go
can't
ahead,
see you.
Ileane.
I can't see your mouth moving because I'm looking
Go
at the. So then if I go click on categories, now this is where I can look for other categories.
Oh, okay.
Filter by name. So I know that there's a podcasting cat. Oh, and here's a list of them.
Okay.
So what I was going to say was the one that I'm under is creative. So that's the category that I'm under. I stream under creative.
It's not even coming up as podcast. But anyway, there is one for podcasting.
This I think is the hardest part about showing people Twitch is that it doesn't seem to work.
It doesn't flow.
Seem to work well this way.
Right.
Yeah, you know, a lot of Twitch. That is another big difference between Twitch and YouTube is discoverability. Mm-hmm. You really kind of need to have your own audience or need to find Twitch streamers that you're interested in on other platforms.
Mm-hmm.
But they will recommend channels to you. If you look over on the left-hand side, I'm sorry, when you're logged in, if you're not streaming, you're just on the Twitch homepage, they will recommend channels for you. So
let me ask you this. Are there categories in YouTube?
Yes, but nobody ever uses the categories in YouTube.
Exactly. Right. Exactly.
Yeah. And in fact, I don't even know why they don't just get rid of them.
I know. It's like, oh my God. I mean, everybody wants it when I guess because it's so visual is the categories over in Twitch. But what's hard is, for example, like to find specific ones. Go ahead. Is that relevant right now? Go ahead.
I was just putting it up.
That's fine.
I was just putting it up.
No, that's fine. That's fine. But my thing is that, okay, so you have categories, but how specific, like art, if you wanted to, you want to look for art, why does it have to be under create? You have to know the subcategory of the category and all that. And that's what makes it very difficult. If they made it a little bit more.
I think they're working on it because remember, it was just for games. Just
right.
gaming.
Got you.
So you never needed a category. You only needed what game is it?
To go look for your game. Exactly.
Yeah,
that's true. The valid point.
Keep that in mind. That point of it, keep that in mind. So let's go ahead and take a look at this. I know you're sharing it, but Mike has a question. What do you think of using your YouTube content to redirect folks to watch your stream on Twitch, because the search tool on Twitch is less than ideal, as we were just talking about. So
okay, before I answer that, real quick, I
okay.
did go up to the top and typed in art, and here's the art categories. See, it says show 5 more. So there's body art.
That's
and
nice.
See how they're under creative, and then action, and then strategy. Do you see that?
Yes, there's
creative is the main category, and art is the subcategory of it.
Okay, yeah, those little words underneath. Okay,
yes.
All right. So I hope that's helpful to someone. Yes. Now to answer the question from Mike, yes. In fact, many of the Twitch streamers who are also popular on YouTube, and they teach Twitch, like Alpha Gaming, Ashley Christ, Wild for Games. I could go on and on. These are some really good channels. Oh, our friends Dale from Self Pub and his brother, they have a channel called Live Streaming Tech. That's a YouTube channel, by the way. Anyway, that's one of the strategies of how to build up your Twitch. Over on YouTube, you get people to come and follow you on Twitch because discoverability is much easier. It's not easy, but it's much easier. There's a greater chance of you being discovered based on keywords and topics on YouTube than it is on Twitch. Remember,
so it's
because
almost like, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean.
No, because remember, YouTube is a search engine, right? And nobody can compete with that. Google and YouTube are the search engines. Apple's the same problem with podcasting. There's a discoverability problem because everybody wants them to be Google, but they can't. There's no other Google and there's no other YouTube. Those are the only platforms that you're going to be able to search and really find the topic or solving your problem. If you're having a problem with something, Facebook, you can't search over there and find what you want.
No.
Okay? So don't set yourself.
Sorry, April.
Up.
Hold on. Sorry, April.
Yeah. So don't set yourself up for heartache. Don't expect to get found that way, to get discovered because you put in your keywords and the titles and all that. It's not going to work. That's what YouTube is for. That's why you need both.
That's good. I like that.
It's almost like, to me, you kind of have to take your following with you, like build an audience outside of, and then the Twitch is sort of like a bonus, sort of like a where you want to go next or sort of thing. Like that's what it became for me. I wanted to live stream, but YouTube kind of didn't work for live streaming very well for me. I did it for 6 years, so it's not like I didn't try, but that was not where the live streaming was most accessible or enjoyable, watchable. I don't know. It just wasn't over there because up until this past year, live streaming was not a normal thing on YouTube. It was not. It was happening.
Yeah.
It was not preferred. But on Twitch, that's what everybody.
So let me ask this on the YouTube side, based on what Mike was saying just there. And this is kind of where I was going before. In YouTube, you have an option now to upload a video, go live, or create post. When I create a post in to my community and everything, do you actually advertise, hey, I'm going to be on Twitch? Or is that a big no-no?
No, it's not a no-no. It's not a no-no.
Okay. Yeah. So you can use that to send that out to your community in your YouTube community. Say, hey, look, I'm going to be over on Twitch. Come over and watch me here. Is that kind of? I mean, I'm just going to.
There's all kinds of strategies. Okay, yeah. I'm more of a soft sell, so I start off with a poll.
Okay.
Is anybody here on Twitch? Or what's your favorite platform to watch live videos? Facebook, YouTube, Twitch. So you keep hearing me say Twitch.
Gotcha.
You keep hearing me say Twitch because then one day I say, oh, I'm going to be live streaming on Twitch.
Oh, nice. I like that.
I don't just bring up Twitch because everybody's like, we're on YouTube.
Yeah,
Why
what
are
the
you
heck
bringing
is
up
Twitch?
Twitch?
Right.
But
exactly.
I've already not only gotten them accustomed to me talking about Twitch, I'm also finding out who says, like yesterday I tweeted, and one of the girls from Blab said, what in the world is Twitch? Is it anything like Blab? And I said, you guys can go over to my Twitter and see. And I said, as a matter of fact, the folks that used to work for Blab now work at Twitch.
I'll be darned.
In a sense, it is like Blab.
You can certainly make it that way for sure. Go ahead.
With that, I'm going to go to the audience because they've all been chatting.
Hey, Roy, what's up?
So Roy
No, let's go right to him.
Sabrina says, where's the calendar for your lives? Because it's driving her crazy. I think that's a Tinkering
She's talking
with Tech.
about, yeah, she's a member of Tinker with Tech. So absolutely. It's on our website for one thing. It's always on our website. The other thing is you can ask to be added to the calendar and I can give you a copy of that calendar. And so if you're interested in that, and anybody that's in the community can get that. So there you go.
I would also say that this week it's been a little bit different because of the current world situation. So we've kind of been going live a lot. So
yeah. But every Wednesday, this is 5 p.m. Eastern every Wednesday. There's no I don't ever get away from that. Just ask Ileane because she finally was able to make one.
All kinds of good things coming out of this coronavirus situation. All right. So Mert says we just use search on YouTube because like 4 hours ago we were talking about search. Remember that?
Mm-hmm.
Mike says because YouTube is Google. It is a search engine. Yes,
Mm-hmm.
There we go. Search rules, categories, drool, lol. So big question from Jeff. The bearded one has made it. I'm so excited about that. So I want to start sharing my wood carving show. Which would be better, Twitch or Mixer? Hey, that's a whole nother show, Jeff.
Twitch.
By the way, yeah, no, I agree. By the way, it's pretty cool. If you've never seen it, I've watched a couple of them he's done live on Facebook. And Jeff, that is really kind of neat. It's really kind of cool to sit there. Everybody thinks, oh, he's whittling wood. This is really boring. But I will say it's actually kind of entertaining to see how all of that comes to fruition.
I love it.
So.
Now I think Twitch is the best place for that, in my opinion.
In my opinion, it is too. But however, you always test. Don't ever take anything I say to be like, Ileane told me. No, here's what I'm telling you. Test.
Great idea.
Test. And guess what? You got StreamYard. You can live stream on YouTube, Twitch, and Mixer at the same time and find out which one gives you the best audience. Bam.
That's a great idea. I didn't even know Mixer was part of that.
Mixer, it's the RTMP. Whenever you hear RTMP,
okay.
Guys, I don't want anybody freaking out because I just said RTMP. I swear I'm not cursing at you. It's all it is. I want y'all to calm down. I know I said RTMP and y'all like, what is she talking about? All it is a password. That's it. It's a string of characters. You need a key and you need a server URL. That's all. It's so simple. You're going to be like, you're going to be telling people when you see them in the street, when y'all finally get out the house, you're going to be like, I used RTMP last night.
Oh my gosh, you guys, this is the reason why I love Ileane. Because first of all, she's like, calm down. Now just hold on. I got this. And then she makes it so much fun. You're like, why in the world would you not? In the world would you not? Whatever she's telling you to do. So just do it.
I like that though. You brought up a fantastic point, and I think more people need to do that. Just stream to both places, or stream to 3 places, or try them and see where you start to build an audience. I mean, feel it out. It doesn't hurt to try it, to the different areas. I think that's a great idea. Great suggestion.
And really quickly, because Jeff came with a follow-up question. He wasn't here earlier. Only time there's a penalty, Jeff, is if you're an affiliate. And I'm sure you're not an affiliate on Twitch yet, or if you were, you would not be asking that question.
That's true.
So don't be an affiliate, and you can stream on all of them all you want. Because Facebook was the sticky point for a while there. Facebook said, no, don't ever live stream anymore. And then they just gave up because they realized, guess what, guys? They can't police that.
That's right.
Yeah.
They got too much other stuff to worry about. Why
That's right.
So then finally they said, oh yeah, go ahead, stream wherever. I'm like, everybody was so freaking out about that for years. And so there you go. Stream your little heart out all over the world. That's why Restreamio is another service. Besides the fact that we can do all these things inside of StreamYard, Ecamm Live, for those of you who use Ecamm Live, also has that integration with Restream.io. And sometimes it's buggy. And I notice mainly when you're including Facebook in the mix, because I hear this in all of the Facebook groups. You know, I was streaming last night with Restreamio and couldn't get the Facebook comments. Yeah, it's always the Facebook comments. So when you're talking about Twitch and Mixer, for the most part, it's going to work. So go ahead, Jeff. If you want me to hold your hand, just message me and I'll hold your hand.
Love it.
All
Love
right.
it.
So Mert put up a question there. So would you put out a link to your Twitch channel in the description box on YouTube? Would you do that? Is that how you would let people know that you're over on Twitch as well?
Absolutely. YouTube doesn't. In fact, you can put it on your channel page. On your YouTube channel page, we're allowed to have 5 links that actually show up there. But then also, in addition, on your about page on YouTube, yes, you have an about page on YouTube. You can put 55 links there if you want. YouTube doesn't care. They don't have that insecurity. You know what I'm saying? They know they're the big Mahaff. Like, you can send people to anywhere you want. But if you want to really survive here on YouTube, you'll just keep them here, because that's the only way you're going to rise up in the rankings, right?
Yeah.
So Sabrina's asking, what would be the point in going to a platform where I have to take my audience? So I think, you got an answer? Okay.
Yes, I got an answer for that, because today we were on Heather's live stream. And one thing that I have not got a chance to mention, but I'm going to bring it up right now, that you can do on Twitch that you can't do on any of these other platforms. And that is, you can host someone else's video.
Oh, yes.
You're not live.
Yes.
So when I was
that.
Well, when Heather goes live, I don't even have to know she's live. I'm automatically hosting her.
That's awesome.
When Michael goes, like right now, you go over to my Twitch.
Thank you, by the way.
This video should be playing over there.
Isn't that the neatest thing, that you can actually support the people that you really like, and you can give a place for kind of like it's like you're the movie theater. And you are sharing the movies you love the most with your friends. You know, that's what it seems like to me when you host.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
And wait, there's more.
All right.
At the end of your stream, you can do something. Let's just say, like right now, I don't know how many people we have. Let's just say we have 20 people here.
24.
And okay, see, I was just guessing. And then April was going to go live on Twitch after we were done, or she's already live, because she doesn't realize we're live, so she's already over there streaming. We can do something called a raid. When Michael ends the stream,
it sounds terrible, but it's not, I promise you.
Right. He can raid. So everybody that's on his stream, you don't even have to look up. You're a viewer, right? You don't have to touch a button. You don't have to lift a finger, and you'll all be transported over to April's Twitch. It's called a raid.
Wow.
Nobody else has that except Twitch.
That's crazy. Now, to do all those things you're talking about, do you have to be an affiliate to be able to do all of those things that you're talking about? No? That's awesome. That's awesome. Like I do that now. I know Heather does that. She I swear to goodness, she used to, I don't know if you still do, Heather, but you're the sand art lady. She does sand art with her hands and all the sand and everything. And she put that on. That's how I got to watching her channel, just because of that. It was so cool. And she's so creative that, and like I said, I don't know if you still do that. I know my son, he puts my channel on his channel, so the game show comes up whenever he's not on. So
yeah, the game show is supposed to be on mine when you're playing game show too. I don't know if it works. I have yet to figure out if it always works or not. I don't know, but the point
really
is it's
awesome.
supposed to.
So I'm going to have to, I'm going to put you on the screen. I'm going to pay attention this time because I was doing other things. So tell me about the raid again. Tell me how that works. Just tell me real quickly how that works.
At the end of your stream,
okay,
there's a command that you have to type into chat to go and raid. It's like a /raid : and the name of the channel or something like that. Don't hold me to that, right? We'll look it up and we'll get back to you guys with it. With the details. And that sends everybody that was in my show watching your video over to the other person's live stream. They have to be live. They have to be live. You can't.
No, I understand. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yes.
And so it sends everybody that's in your audience that have been communicating with you over to that other channel.
Yes.
That's awesome. That's so awesome.
Well, here's a good point. This is coming from Phil. It says, I feel like if you have to use YouTube to get people to Twitch, then what's the point of Twitch? And I think this is a valid question to ask. She's showing that we are over there on her channel.
I'm sorry. I'm just showing my channel right now.
Live.
This show.
There we are.
Notice this show.
Everybody live
because I'm co-hosting. I'm sorry. I'm hosting, not co-hosting. Auto-hosting. That's my co-hosting.
That's so cool. Right. That's so cool. So my thought is with this, Phil, is I think that instead of thinking of it as I want one platform, think of it as an extension of what you do in general. So for example, if you're somebody who likes to do multiple type of videos, like myself, I like to do short little videos. I like to do long videos, but I really like to do live streaming. That's what I prefer the most. And live streaming, just like I said before, was not the ideal thing on YouTube, but it was the ideal thing over on Twitch. But it didn't mean I wanted to give up my 8,000 subscribers over on YouTube and just abandon them. So I still provide them with a video, a short one, or a shortened version of my live stream put over there. You know, those kinds of things. There's all different ways to view content. I don't want to limit my audience to only one way to view content. That's
you might pick up a new user or a new subscriber. Somebody finds you interesting over there. Or a perfect example is what Ileane just taught us and showed us. Hey, here's somebody that's pretty cool and is talking about what we're talking about. Let's go to his show right after this. He's live. Or I know Mert, she does a thing with a mini Mert, and Mert, thank you for inviting me today. That was awesome. And anybody can go. Anybody. It's beautiful. They get in there and they're just talking about, because with the world, the way the situation is, we had people from all over the world in her little chat today. She does it at noon Eastern every day. You can just go in and just be a part of it and just sit there and listen. And she puts people up and does all kinds of stuff. And thank you, Mert, for doing that. That was very awesome of you. But those kind of things like that, she could say, okay, if she was live on Twitch, she wasn't, we were all on a Zoom, but if she was live on Twitch, what she could have done is done that raid thing, because I was going live. Heather was already live. Hey, let's go watch Heather now. Let's all just push right over there and go over there. That's kind of what you're talking about. And that is just amazing. And you may find out that Twitch is a pretty awesome platform. I think it's great. There's some really good tech ones. And I'm a nerd when it comes to spreadsheets and stuff. I watched a guy do spreadsheets. I know that sounds boring for a lot of people, but
I will say this. I will say this. I had never in my life watched 3D printing before, but Mike, NLMTW, did I do that right?
Yeah. Yes.
He does 3D printing, and I'm just like, I love 3D printing. Who knew? Yeah. Okay, there are a lot of comments, and I'm totally missing out because I'm so starstruck with Miss Ileane.
let's do a bunch of the comments, because I want to get the comments out there. It's about the people and all that kind of stuff. And then Miss Ileane, while she's here, she can answer that. But I do want to save a little bit of time. I don't want to keep you here all night, but I do want to save some time for our community afterward to ask you some stuff in our community.
All right, here's a question from Mert. It says, but is Twitch less restrictive, as in less restrictive than YouTube?
Yeah.
That was a question. Okay.
There's NSFW content on Twitch.
Not safe for work.
So beware.
Not safe for work. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, that's fair.
So let's see. There's some other stuff. I'm just going to move it through. Never heard of Mixer.
I do really quickly want to say that Twitch is not going to be for everybody. I understand that.
Yeah.
People saying, what's the point? What's the point? For me,
Right.
I have just like Heather, right? But my thing is, I like to go live at 4 and 5 a.m. I'm not going to do that on YouTube.
Oh, good point.
I'm just not. I'm just not.
That's a great point, because your subscribers and everything that you have, that's being polite too. That's great. That's a good point.
But because Twitch is a live 24/7 platform where people are only live streaming over there. And if people get a notification, people that have signed up for my notifications on Twitch, they know by now that she might go live early in the morning, So they just ignore them if they're asleep or whatever, and that's fine. But whereas with YouTube, you can lose subscribers quickly going live at 4 and 5.
You absolutely can. You absolutely can.
I might even be one of those subscribers. I'm just saying.
I'm just saying.
I don't want nobody treading on my territory.
That's funny.
April says, is hosting on Twitch the equivalent of cross-posting on Facebook?
No, because when you're hosting on Twitch, it's only when you're not live. You're not live and the other person is live. Cross-posting on Facebook means you're live in multiple Facebook pages.
There you go.
At the same
time. Then she said, let's go raid. David joins us. Hello from Rock Falls, Illinois. Welcome. We're glad you made it. Mark says, please show me how to host this show. Hey, why don't we do that? Can we do that? Can we do that?
I can't do that right now, only because I'm logged in on another account. And
what if I do it? Can I get that set up?
If I remember where to go. It's under your settings.
Is it under channel settings? I think it's under channel, right?
It's under channel settings, and if you scroll all the way down to the bottom.
All right, Heather, do you want to screen share, and then we can just kind of show you?
Let me just get to it.
Worries.
Make sure I got it all set up first, and mute that, and mute that thing that just probably came across there. Sorry about that.
No, we didn't see anything.
Yeah.
Oh, good. You didn't hear it. Okay. So it's under channel. Is that what you said?
Channel settings. Yeah, because
settings.
Twitch has 2 settings. It might be under profile setting. Yeah, unfortunately.
Okay, hang on. I want to get to it first before I show any pertinent information that might not be good to show online.
Yeah, the stream
so I just want to make that
page, I believe.
Mert says we could have Michael demo the raid by making Heather leave and go live on her channel.
There you go. There you go.
She would, but we use the same StreamYard, so she couldn't.
That would be bad. That would be bad. Okay, I'm on it. Okay, so I know what to do. Let me just look real quick to make sure none of this is pertinent. You know what I'm talking about.
Mike said it's like watching a fish tank. I love that. Watching the 3D printing.
Exactly. 3D printing. It is like watching a fish tank. Okay, so it's going to be a little funky because I have white and then it goes black. So you'll probably be able to explain that to everybody, that I have light version and dark version.
All right, there we go.
Okay, so here is my
settings.
This is my profile. So I went to settings right here, settings down here. And then we're going to click on channel and video. And we're going to scroll down to the bottom where it says auto hosting. I don't have that fancy stuff that Michael has to be able to draw circles and stuff. But it says auto host channels. So see, I turned it off, I think is what happened. That's probably why it's not working. And who do I want to host? I'm going to choose it right here. Did you see that?
IleaneSmith.
Exactly. You got it, girl. Let me go back to this. All right. So right down here, I turned that on and then I went down here to host list. Okay. Now can you host people that you don't follow, or does it have to be people you follow?
You can host anybody, because a lot of people
can host
that I know host Twit, or they host the Bob Ross. You can.
So we're going to add Ileane Smith.
The channel name.
Right there. See that? See her image and her name? And I added her. Boom. Then we're going to do Michael Daniels. No, we're not. It's called Coach Diesel.
And then they will ask you for the order, like, because just to say Michael.
Yeah, that's why I wanted. Yes, that's why I wanted to add a couple, so that way we could see it. So he's already added, and then I'm gonna add. Oh no, she's already added Sand Experiment. Let's see. I'm not going to keep your son Chipper on there because he plays some weird games. Not Steven either. I'm not gonna put Steven on there either.
And
Andrew. only this Andrew, because this Andrew doesn't stream anything. So
one of the many faces of Andrew.
Okay, so where is it? Auto hosting. So then here it'll say, oh, where is it? Where is the order? Where's the order, Ileane?
The host list again? Yeah, click that on.
Oh, they're in order. You drag them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we're gonna put. Sorry, Andrew, you're going at the bottom. Eileen's going above Sand Experiment. See how we just pick them up and drag them around? That's pretty good. Okay, so now he should be then on my channel, right? If it worked, or will it work now?
I don't know
live?
because it was in the stream was in progress already. It might be. It might be.
Well, let's go check. Let's just go look.
Let's go look.
How do I get to my channel from here?
You got to go back to the homepage first and then go to your channel. I kind of wish they didn't make us do that, but just a couple of extra hoops you got to jump through.
Yeah.
Listen, kids,
this does the same thing. But
you know what's funny though is I don't mess with any of this stuff, so I feel like, okay, come on.
Just go up to your image in the top right and click it, and then go to channel, and then click channel.
You got to go back to Twitch.
There you go.
It makes you leave Twitch.
Then you can go to your channel.
Yeah.
Phew.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
There you go.
Hoops you got to jump through.
Nope.
Yeah, see, no, because it was the stream was already
in progress. Yeah. Okay.
That kind of makes sense though.
I wanted to ask you about this, but it looks like it's going to have to wait until we get into the behind the scenes or backstage pass, because this new offline channel home thing that's coming, I'm excited about that. I want to talk to you about that stuff, but I'll get off the screen share now. Let's stop sharing that.
All right.
Let's stop sharing that. How about?
Can you all share your Twitch channels in the comments? Please do. I just shared our Tinkering with Tech one, which is my channel, basically, Coach Diesel.
I don't know if anybody's going to be able to say, maybe just your channel name is all you're going to be able to actually type, because you can't put links in.
That's all you do is you just put in like Coach Diesel, and then Ileane Smith, I think, is yours, right? But make sure you spell Ileane right.
ILEANE.
I love it.
Oh my gosh, there are so many comments, you guys, and I feel terrible because I didn't get to all of them. I feel really bad about that.
I was putting some up while you were doing your thing, so I was putting some up there.
I will say my favorite thing, and it's something that I really got to play with today. If I can just brag for just a second, I know we're going to end this real quick, but just a second. This is going to look funny because all the green is green screened out, but I have this painting that I did, which doesn't look very good green screen, but anyway, this is the people who watch my show
on Twitch.
When you watch on Twitch, you get points just for being there. It's totally free. You just get points for being there. And then, yes, my invisible 4-leaf clover from Steven, exactly. And what happens is you get to tell me to paint something on this paper.
Ileane, you are awesome. Look at there.
That's so cool.
You are a blessing. You are
when your guest gives you a super sticker. Anyway, I just think it's cool because the interaction is so neat, how the people who are watching me can make me do stuff like paint on this paper. And then something that I'm doing is I'm going to be giving it away to one of the people who put their name on here. So it's just something that how I'm using the silly points, but it's a lot of fun because all of a sudden I'm doing nothing but painting these and forget all the other stuff that we came here to do. But
anybody that leaves a comment, this is a nice thing about Twitch. This is their channel. Mark Barris, that is his Twitch channel.
Yep,
So
good point.
anybody that chats over here that you see in the chat at all, when we pull it up, that is like my son's. I don't know why I'm advertising my son, but whatever.
Are they seeing those on the different, like, do we have the cross?
No, not today.
Chat?
I didn't
No?
do the
Okay.
no.
Okay.
Good question
Never
though.
mind.
Good question. No, but when we pull up a comment from Twitch, you can go back and see anybody that we pulled up their comment. We pretty much brought everybody's up. There you go. In front of their channel name.
Andrew's saying if you do twitch.tv/ and then their name, that'll take you directly to their page. So,
all right, to not make this too long, thank you so much, Ileane. We are blessed. We are blessed to have you. Blessed to have you. Seriously. And you know,
part of this tribe.
I hate what the world's going through and all the stuff that everybody's having to face. And there's some really bad things. I hope none of you out there have been affected with this personally.
same.
I really do appreciate your time. And all we ever want to do is help. And Ileane she helps all the time. I'm sure she would love it if you came to her channel. I would love it if you went to her channel as well. All of them, any of them. If you're a 4 a.m. person, or if it works in your time zone, it's perfect. But seriously, I really appreciate you. I appreciate you also for being a community member in my community as well. I really do appreciate that. It means a lot to me.
Yeah, I love it.
It means a lot to me. And so that being said, we're going to end here. We're going to go over into our backstage pass. Anybody that wants to come into the backstage pass for our members, you can talk to Ileane a little further. These are what Heather always says. I have to quote you, Heather. This is your favorite part. You love the backstage pass because you get that individual with whatever guest it is. And it really is pretty awesome. But remember, just to answer what Sabrina, you were asking earlier, 5 o'clock every Wednesday. This never changes. This is always 5 o'clock every Wednesday. I don't change this at all. So you can always come to these shows as far as that goes. I want to thank everybody that gave a super chat. You guys, I love that. I love you. It means a lot to me because when we're out there supporting each other like this, that's what it's all about. It's not just coming up here talking. It's about supporting one another and helping one another. Thank you, folks. And I'm going to end it now. But like I always say, thank you for all you do and keep tinkering. Keep tinkering. That's important. There we go.